Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Super Saturday Nostalgia. I am the Athletic Geek, joined once again by the Animeister.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And we are heading back to X-Men, and this is the episode Captive Hearts. And we are watching this on the DVD version of this, so if you have the DVD, go ahead and go to this episode. We are looking at the X-Men logo. We're going to find out what happened previously on X-Men. If you'd like to follow along with us on the DVD, or if it's on
Disney Plus,
I
believe.
Disney Plus, or if you decide to go the Amazon Instant Video route with this one, go ahead and pull this up, come to that point, and press play. Eventually. Now!
There we go.
There we go.
The only person on this team who did not fit was Morph.
Well, he was created just essentially die. You can't see me doing the little air quotes over my head.
Old Gambit.
The best. Fuck the haters. Fuck the haters. Fuck the guy
Rogue
that
is my girl in X-Men. It's usually between her and Kitty, and
I don't like.
unfortunately, Kitty's not in this.
And I don't like Kitty anymore. I do not like Kitty Pryde at all anymore. Like, they've just turned her into such an obnoxious person in the comic books. Like, I straight up do not like her.
Have you been reading Marauders, or is that part of your...
I still feel like she's pretty annoying in Marauders, yes. Like, it started in All New X-Men. Now it's like Marauders. It's like, I mean, she's not quite as annoying, but she's annoying. Boom, 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 boom,
Iconic.
Maybe the cool, the ringtone to my phone.
I do always like when you get to Jean, like, you hear a bell.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Let's see if we hear it. Yeah, that's perfect.
And it's like, to me, that's like, it was a slight foreshadowing of, like, she's the most powerful mutant on that team.
Right.
I will say, that's one of my favorite things about the new X-Men comics, though, is, like, they brought Jean back.
Yes.
And it's long overdue, I feel like. Because when was that?
I agree.
Was that Grant Morrison's run she died in?
Well, they brought her back, at least in her old form, with Bendis did in the all-new X-Men.
Yeah, that wasn't the same. I like that version of Jean Grey, but it's like that original Jean Grey. Although I will admit, though, in this, I don't remember seeing, like I've said in other reviews, it's been a very long time since I've seen this show. But I just remember Jean not being as interesting as the other females on the team.
The thing, especially, I love this series, don't get me wrong. And I always, when I think X-Men, I like this gritty 90s style of X-Men. Like, that is the X-Men I like. When I think X-Men, this is what I think of. And I would have no problem if they brought that style back, at least in terms of just the art and the feel. But you can also tell that this was, at least in terms of the acting, like, you know, the Marvel shows did not, I don't feel, put like quite as much of an emphasis on finding as talented of actors as the DC shows.
I would argue until Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was hit and miss. Spider-Man had, I mean, like, Ed Asner was good in Spider-Man.
Christopher Daniel
C.D. Barnes. You know, you had Mark Hamill as Hobgoblin, where he was just essentially doing Joker. Only like maybe like turned with the volume turned down just a wee bit.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think who else was. Hank Azaria was Venom.
Yeah.
So it's like they had good actors.
But they also had some sting, like the Mary Jane was bad.
Harry wasn't as great.
Harry was terrible.
Now, believe it or not, though, Neil Ross as Green Goblin, I'm like, that voice to this day has stuck with me in back.
See, it's Willem Dafoe. We're talking about Spider-Man. It's an X-Men episode.
Yeah. But I feel like that's the thing, though. Like,
but like the voice acting on here, like I think other than like Xavier,
I would almost argue Storm.
Xavier, Gambit, and Storm.
Possibly Wolverine.
See, I do the X-Men Evolution Wolverine. I do.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And it's like,
what is his name? Because he was on Inuyasha. He was the original Piccolo.
oh, see, now I'm like, who is that? Because all I can think of is Sabet.
It's not. Yeah, it's not Chris
not
Sabat
Sabat.
anymore, but it's.
I can look this up.
See, Karate Wolverine, and Hot Stuff Gene there.
Oh God, his voice in this. I hate Wolverine's voice. He sounds Australian.
Well, and if you remember in like the original pilot with Kitty, he was Australian. Crikey, I'm Wolverine. Shut, bro. Well, that's more.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
I was always pulling for Wolverine to eventually get with Jean because I just despise Cyclops.
Who is it?
Like, seriously, fuck Cyclops.
And who are we talking? Whose voice were we looking up?
The original Piccolo, the X-Men Evolution Wolverine.
Oh dang it! I looked up the wrong show.
Or actually, now I'm thinking of Wolverine. I think Steve Bloom.
Exactly.
You know, because he's just the current Wolverine. He's just kind of Wolverine and everything now. So I kind of find myself.
And that's one other thing. Like, usually X-Men and Spider-Man always had a show somewhat running together. Because you had this and 90s Spider-Man. You had, I feel like, I don't know if there was one when X-Men Evolution was on air. A Spider-Man show. I don't think.
No.
Maybe Unlimited or
Or
that
the
MTV one.
The one with Neil Patrick Harris
Yeah.
as Spider-Man.
But then you had Spectacular, and then you kind of had Wolverine and the X-Men. And
And
then
both
after
the-
Wolverine and the X-Men, which, by the way,
Underrated.
superb show. Like, I feel like this was the... Like, you don't have any more X-Men shows, and I'm like, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Because I almost feel like in this kind of time we're in, an X-Men cartoon would be very successful.
Oh, yeah.
Diversity, stuff that... The Blockbuster, maybe? Who is...
This is the Morlocks, it looks
Morlock?
like.
Is that Leech? The little green guy?
Yeah.
Who they... I don't... That's the only bad thing. I was always more into Spider-Man in the comics. I liked X-Men too. But it's like, X-Men have so many characters.
Now, as a child, I preferred, like, when these shows were on, I preferred Spider-Man
Yeah.
over the X-Men. But, like, now just asking me, like, which I prefer the X-Men over Spider-Man, just because I'm just not a fan of who they get to write Spider-Man books nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Scott McNeil is...
That's it.
That name sounds familiar too. Who?
He was on
Oh,
Inuyasha.
He was Dinobot in Beast Wars.
Yes.
Yeah. I like him a lot.
He's a real... He's another guy I'd like to meet, but I think he only does, like, the big cons.
Not sure. I don't remember seeing him anywhere ever or hearing a lot of him.
He did, like, Dragon Con in
Yeah.
Atlanta a lot, which is a huge one. But I'd love to meet Scott McNeil. He's awesome.
See, like, with the X-Men there's just so many other, like, side characters. You have X-Men, Brotherhood, Hellfire Club, Marauders, the Warlocks, or Morlocks. Not Warlocks, that's a different character.
Yeah.
New Mutants, X-Factor, like, all these groups. And it's like, if you're not a dedicated X-Men reader,
Yeah.
it's like, it gets... Even with the new X-Men line of comics that came out, it's like...
And I only read 3 of those, you know.
I have 6 I'm getting, and I'm thinking of dropping one.
Which one are you wanting to drop?
Possibly Fallen Angels. And it's just like... It's just...
I'm doing X-Men, Excalibur, and Marauders. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's enough.
Yeah, I do like the New Mutants.
Oh, here's that meme. There's the meme.
Yes.
The meme.
Oh, just wait. We're getting into major meme territory.
Oh, God. What the fuck? Cyclops, what the hell?
That was
That's Gambit. Oh, jeez. He looked like Cyclops with the fucking glasses on, though. Oh, jeez. I saw Gambit's dick. It's not fun. I love Gambit. I don't need to see his dick.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's Cyclops. Okay, I was like, wait.
There's Cyclops. Okay.
That's another thing. Like, dude, I love the 90s designs, but I'm like, some of them look way too close to each other.
Right.
Because I can easily mix up Gambit and Cyclops.
Yeah, unless they're wearing, like, their...
Outfit.
Yeah.
I think that is Blockbuster. I'm pretty sure that's what his name is.
But the one thing, and I wish I still had a means of playing this game, but this reminds me of the Mutant Apocalypse game for
Yeah.
Super Nintendo. That game was awesome.
or even is that Sauron, the pterodactyl dude?
Is it?
I think they just didn't do his wings.
I must have missed him. I didn't see him.
And it was like a weird, like, chicken-looking dude, and I'm like, is that supposed to be? That's the only person I can think of who. And what's her name? The leader of the Calypso.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The Sentinels. They don't look the best in this series.
Nothing looks the best in this series.
It's gritty though. I do like the gritty.
You know. But here's the thing, like, the grittiness of this feels charming nowadays. Because the way they tried to update the Spider-Man show makes it look like dated and bad. Mm-hmm. Like, what's dated about this
is the animation a little bit.
Makes it feel like, grungy and awesome and what I like in an X-Men. Everything from the other one's just like, oh God, like this was bad.
Bad. I feel like some guys.
Oh God, yeah, somebody.
Jean and chains.
Somebody did that on purpose.
Somebody likes this.
Yeah.
Oh, she earned it. Man. I think I mentioned this last time. I am a little upset though that you don't see much of Nightcrawler in this series.
2 episodes.
Yep, and he's one of my all-time favorite X-Men.
Oh, me too. Now I will admit the episodes with him in it are probably my maybe number 1 and number 2 favorites of this whole series for me. But yeah,
and is Kitty even in this show?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember. I'm like, I don't think she's in here at all. And I know, like I said, you've fallen out with Kitty, but I have hope that Kitty will get back to where she needs to be. The classic white.
Yeah, you got the color palette was messing up, and it'd be like Wolverine's chin was yellow there for a minute. But you probably have right there 4 of my top 6 favorite X-Men right there.
Storm is hit and miss with me.
For me, it's Gambit, Wolverine, Rogue, Nightcrawler, Beast, Storm. Like, Storm is number 6.
See, and how you've had a falling out with, Kitty, that's how I feel about Beast. I used to love Beast, and then after Bendis got a hold of him in New X-Men, the older Beast, did not like him anymore.
Really?
And part of it, I don't know if you ever read Extraordinary X-Men, where Rogue was in charge, or not Rogue, Storm was the leader.
Yes.
And I
saw the motion comic when it was on Netflix.
Yeah, and it's just, I did not care for... Storm was okay, because I'm like, I
really liked, and this was like 2012, 13, 14, when they had Wolverine and Storm in a relationship after her and Storm and T'Challa got divorced. I really liked Storm and Wolverine as an item. Like, that was cool.
See, I almost like it better, though, where it's like they're good friends. And I do understand a lot of people like that. It looks like she's squeezing the hell out of Jean, to death. But, Beast, and I loved Beast up into comics. I like Kelsey Grammer as Beast. Probably one of the best casting decisions.
Perfect for that role.
And when you watch that movie, I don't even see Kelsey Grammer. I'm like, that's Beast.
Yeah.
It makes me think of this cartoon a lot. It's it's Beast. Yeah.
See, Kelsey Grammer's who I read Beast as, man.
Yeah.
You can't not.
And then, even the First Class films and stuff, I'm like, Beast was okay in that. I'm like, it wasn't bad, I didn't think. But then you get, I don't know, just how... I think they made, some bad decisions with Beast.
I can see that. The thing I just always like about Beast how, he's the most ferocious looking of all of them, yet he'd rather beat you with his mind than his brawn. I always just thought that was cool as a kid.
Yeah. And, it's almost I almost want to call him, hypocritical, because, he was against, how Cyclops had become more... mutant at any cost, you know what I mean? And then but then I felt like he was making like some really, really reckless decisions, and it's like this isn't any different almost. So,
Well,
I will admit he's getting better though. I do like him.
The problem with just the X-Men nowadays, and we're more so doing a commentary on today's X-Men than watching this episode, but it's kind of true, is the X-Men have become more like Magneto. Mm-hmm. Like, that's portrayed as the right way of being, and like, I'm not going to get on any political soapbox, you know. In fact, that's the last thing I want to do on this channel. Mm-hmm. I'm against. I see enough political stuff anywhere. Okay, oh yeah, the claustrophobia, no. But like, I feel like, to me, I don't like the X-Men essentially being what I didn't like in the original when I first became a fan of the X-Men. You're not supposed to want to, you know, shun the humans. Mm-hmm. You know, you're not supposed to want to, and you know, even go so far as to, you know, say like, well, if we got to get rid of the humans, we got to get rid of the humans.
And it almost, Beast Boy.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, kind of. But it makes, to me, it is an evolution that it's like, it somewhat makes sense after everything that they go through. It's like, this is the only way it feels like for them. And I do understand that. And I almost do like it. They're kind of playing like with this new, is it Krakoa? Is that how you say that island's name?
I don't know.
Mutant Island. I'm not sure. But it almost feels like the Utopia storyline where they're off on their own again. They're making their own like island nation. It's like they want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Because
but when they first did like the Regenesis,
yeah,
you know, and they had Cyclops saying, "I want to be left alone," you had Wolverine of all people going, "No, that's not what Charles wanted," and that's why. Mm-hmm. Even more so why I respect Wolverine more than Cyclops, especially now.
Mm-hmm. Although, I feel like it wasn't like...
Like, even when we got to Avengers versus X-Men, like, at first you understood where the X-Men were coming from, but, like, for me, like, about issue 5, issue 6 of that was whenever I'm like, fuck Scott. Mm-hmm. Fucking what's her name? White Queen. Emma Frost. Which, honestly... Fuck both of them. They can go to hell. Mm. And, you know, yeah.
One thing they have not answered, though, is I'm like, how is Xavier back? Because I'm like, as far as I know, he was dead after X-Men vs. Avengers.
Well, yeah, when Scott kills him for saying, hey... I didn't want this.
Yeah.
Nope. You're well. But the sad thing is, and this is, you know, I can't not talk about this without getting political. You literally have everybody saying Cyclops did the right thing because there's like, you're either part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If we gotta get rid of Xavier to be the solution, we're gonna have to get rid of Xavier. Like, they sell Cyclops is right T-shirts, not out of a joke, but out of like, this is how the world should be, and it's like, I don't think trying to kill your leader is the right way to be in. But
the only thing, though, I'm like, but on that, though, I'm like, when did he get brought back?
It was in that, like, weird, that 12 weeks of the 2 miniseries, the Powers of X thing, I thought.
I knew that, but, like, he was alive before that, too, and I'm like, because...
It got really, I'm not going to lie, it got really hard to follow.
It did. I do like the storyline still, though. I thought it was...
I didn't because I couldn't follow it. It was too confusing for me. I guess I'm too stupid or something.
Some of the X books are hard, like, even now they have, like, the little, like, paragraphs and stuff you have to read in them, like the blank pages, and I'm like, I don't necessarily know if I like that.
If I want to read a novel, I'll read a novel. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, I never want to read a novel, so I don't want to read that.
Lightsabers.
Well, Disney does own Marvel now. Oh, Darth Maul before Darth Maul was even a thing.
Oh, now it's not glowing. What do you think of Storm's white outfit? I know that's a fan favorite.
I like the black one better.
I was going to say, I like her in
I like Mohawk Storm.
I don't know about Mohawk Storm, but I like when she was first introduced where she had this outfit, but it was the black and yellow, and she had the little headdress on there. I almost like.
Oh, I like the black and the Mohawk. Mm-hmm. That's Storm to me.
He has like hockey teeth. Mic drop. Mic drop.
Before mic drops were a thing?
Yes, please let her mic drop that lightsaber.
Oh, she's offering them to go join the
Is that
school.
Legion?
Huh.
Look, he has the hair. Is that Legion?
What if they sometimes used to sneak these things in for little cameos.
If somebody in the comments knows, let us know. Is that Legion?
Yeah.
He has the hair. Mic drop!
Oh, but he can see now. See, he doesn't
Until
have
his powers wear off.
or
Might
come
be an
back or
awkward
whatever.
situation. And Wolverine's just like...
Aw, poor Wolverine. Gambit's outfit looks weird without the long.
Is it always weird? I thought just the front was pink. I thought maybe the back was like black.
Yeah,
Like I thought maybe I always thought
it looks too odd without it.
I always thought that was just like some like bullet armor or something in the front. And seeing that without the and I always thought of it more as a purple than a pink, but in this show it's like
It's pink.
It's full on pink.
Well, Vegeta, Gambit, tough guys, pink clothes. And Wolverine's missing, but we're getting into the point where they're all in this show to be continued, so we will be going to a different
This is
cartoon.
like the worst part of the series where you have like the awful CGI. Holy crap, that was a big butt.
I was like, at the end of all this, they always do not have
And she's right there.
Jubilee.
It's like they're going to pick her, and it's like,
Nope, don't pick Jubilee because no one cares about Jubilee.
they pick Wolverine?
Yeah, they pick Wolverine, but Jubilee can just fuck
And then
off.
it's like, right.
Nope. Well, thank you guys for joining us on another edition of Super Saturday Nostalgia. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe for more content, not just from the world of superheroes and comic books, but from the world of pro wrestling, gaming, anime, and all things geek culture. Go follow me on all my social media pages. Facebook.com/AthleticGeek89, Twitter @Athletic_Geek89, and Instagram @AthleticGeek89. Animeister still needs to set up social media.
Yes, I'm kind of on the... I'm like an old hermit. I don't have
Yeah.
anything.
But if you haven't missed
Sometimes it's better that way.
well, if you want to ask him anything, just leave a comment on this particular video. But thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.